What's up, traders? Matt from the Trade Brigade here doing a technical analysis on ticker symbol BTTX for better therapeutics. On the left-hand side, we have the daily time frame, and on the right-hand side, the 30-minute intraday time frame. First things first, this is a brand new SPAC to hit the NASDAQ exchange, so we're going to start by pointing out obvious areas of daily support and resistance. Basically, we're really concerned with three whenever we're dealing with a new SPAC or a new IPO listing, and that's going to be the low of day, high of day, as well as opening print. The close isn't necessarily so important here. So those levels are going to be 14 as the open, basically. We have 12 as the low of day, and we're just rounding here, so 29 as the high of day from up in here. In terms of how this actually unfolded from an intraday perspective, we want to take out the Fibonacci's to talk about potential, right? So if we do something like this, this is going to give us some zones, okay? Obviously, on any sort of pullback, you're always looking at the 38.2 as the first level. Did we consolidate up here? The answer is simply no. Obviously, we fell apart. We got into the middle chunk of our Fibs section, so that's from the 38.2 into the 61.8. In here, you generally look for chop with a slight bias, right? Slight bias to the direction of whatever the move was. If it was a down move, you look for down. If it was up, you look for up. Very simple. But as you can see, into the close, what did we do? We violated the 61.8. And what do we know about the 61.8? That is the line in the sand must hold area whenever we're dealing with large expansions of range and we don't have structure to go off of. So now that we're underneath the 61.8, the odds of a move back down towards not only the opening print, but the low of day have been dramatically increased. Now, I'm not saying it has to go there, but again, the odds would favor that move more so than a move all the way back into the highs. Just simply put, you can look at this as three zones. Zone number one, looking for bullish breakouts. Zone number two, looking for sideways consolidation. Zone number three, looking for a retracement all the way to 100%, and then potentially lower after that. So again, when you're dealing with something with not a lot of price history, it's as simple as 1, 2, 3. You have the zones mapped out, and you can comport yourself accordingly. The next thing and sort of last thing I would talk about is just scenarios, right? If we want to firmly remain under here, then again, looking for lower. The only time to get bullish would be down here if we start printing hammer candles, if we start printing indecision dojis, basically things that make you question, right? Is this area here going to act as support? That's the only time where you could potentially get bullish. Stop obviously goes underneath the reversal pattern, long over the highs, to retest the 61.8 and then monitor for continuation after that. Obviously the 38.2, basically the top end of the structure as well, and then the highs, okay? And this is not something that unfolds all in the blink of an eye. It might take some time. The other scenario, again, so I guess maybe there's two, is not only if there's a reversal candle down here, but if we come down and put in some sort of reversal pattern, aka inverted head and shoulders, break of the neckline, again, puts into play the 61.8. Break of the double bottom neckline, so that would be here, puts into play the 61.8. So that's how you're thinking about it if it wants to come into 12 and form one of these things. If it just slices right through, let's say red candles continue to develop and just do something like this, obviously, you're not going to go bottom fishing here at the 12-hole dollar. You're going to stand aside and wait for some sort of other pattern to be put in. That's pretty much going to wrap it up, obviously, into blue sky territories. If there's some magnificent reversal back into the highs, you're looking at whole and half dollars intraday levels that do form. Again, that's going to wrap it up. If you enjoyed the video or found this useful, let me know in the comments section or by giving the video a thumbs up. Don't forget our main channel is linked in the description, and all of that being said, I wish you a green trading week.